Lowe is my father's name. I never knew him, but I went in his name. My favorite color is black. Forgive the brown hat today. The reason why I like black is because I never wanted to outshine my patrons. In my creations, I always wanted them to look the best they could. And when I attended a wedding, I would wear either black or dove gray or navy blue. But black is my signature color. I also have a sample of a wedding gown and flowers. I love flowers. I have a sample of a wedding gown with the lace and the silk, and you see the gown is adorned with flowers. So this is a wedding dress with the beautiful lace and the silk and the flowers. And this would be for an afternoon tea or bridal party. It is adorned with the embroidery with the beautiful flowers over the lavender silk. So that's a sample of my work, of my creation. I, Ann Cole Lowe, was born in Clay, Alabama in December 1898. I was mostly raised in Montgomery. I never knew my father because Mama Janie would not talk about him. My older sister Sally was my only sibling. She was about 10 years older than me. My grandmother Georgia and my mother Janie were seamstresses for the finest ladies of Alabama. About 6 years old, I asked Grandma Georgia and Mama Janie if I could help to sew the beautiful dresses they were making for the wealthy white ladies. Of course, they told me I was too young to help with the dresses. They gave me scraps to tell me to make quilts. I have always admired the flowers in the flower beds. I began to make silk flowers from the scraps of silk that would fall to the floor. Mama said they were pretty. As the scraps began to resemble real flowers, I would sell them to people for their houses, dresses, or hats. Before long, I had a little business that helped to bring income to the house. One of the store owners let me sell my flowers in the store. This was called my pin money, and I imagine because you could pin it on. Also, while Mama Janie and Grandma Georgia were sewing their beautiful gowns, I would create different ones in my mind or make alterations to the ones that they were working on. By the age of 10, I was designing my own outfits and helping them with their commission work. My grandmother and mother stayed abreast of the latest Paris fashion by buying the latest fashion magazines, and I would study them. Mama Janie always said that I had a special talent with designing, and one day that it would take me far. Designing and sewing gowns were my passion, not cooking. I never really learned how to do it. My unexpected chance came to showcase my sewing abilities because of the unanticipated death of my mother and my grandmother having had a stroke earlier. My mother and grandmother were working on 4 New Year's Eve gowns for the First Lady of Alabama, Mrs. Lizzie O'Neill. I contacted her and explained that I could and would finish the ball gowns for her with her permission. She accepted, and my career started then. Thank God for that, because I had made one of the biggest mistakes of my life when I sneaked off and married Lee Cone at the age of 12. He was conniving, cunning, and abusive. The only good thing that came out of that misery was our son, Arthur Lee Cone, born in 1911. In 1916, a very wealthy white lady who was visiting from Florida walked over to me while I was in a department store and admired the design and the quality of my outfit. She then inquired who had made it. I told her that I had. She wanted to know if I would be interested in sewing for her and her 5 daughters. She had a set of twins which were to be married soon and needed gowns and trousseaux. She informed me that she lived in Tampa, Florida. She told me that I would live in her house as a live-in seamstress and that I could bring my son along with me. She was Mrs. Josephine Lee. widow of a citrus magnate. It was truly a blessing because it gave me the opportunity to leave that old devil Lee and start a new life for me and my son. A trousseau consisted of undergarments, nightgowns, bed linens, and table linens with embroidery, day dresses, and evening gowns, and lace items. Arthur and I moved to the Lee Estate in Lake Thono-Tusasa in Tampa, Florida. This was a dream come true for me to make and create all the beautiful gowns and dresses that I love. Around 1918, with Mrs. Lee's encouragement and financial support, I applied to and was accepted into the S.T. Taylor School of Design in New York City. When I arrived, Mr. Taylor was surprised because I was black. Mr. Taylor allowed me to attend only on one condition, that I attend classes separately from the white students. But almost immediately, he recognized my talent and used my work to teach the other students. He advised me to take advanced tests, and I completed my coursework in 1 year. Arthur's paternal grandmother kept him while I was in school. I returned to Tampa about a year after working in New York as a finisher in a Manhattan dress shop. It was a good time to be back in Tampa because of the debutante balls, cotillions, and other formal wear. During this time, I opened my own boutique and trained about 18 other seamstresses to help sew my creation. After divorcing Lee Cone, I married Caleb West about 1920. Caleb was a doorman at a big hotel in Tampa. It was a good marriage at first, but it fizzled out because of my love and devotion to my art of designing. I always had a sketch pad nearby, everywhere, even in no cooking skills, and Caleb and Arthur only got decent meals when we went out to eat. Caleb did not like coming in second to my love of designing. Somehow we managed to get together $20,000, and in 1928 we moved to New York along with my sister Sally, who was also a very good seamstress. Then the stock market crashed, and Caleb lost his job as a doorman, and the marriage was over. Our adopted Ruth and Arthur really missed him. I had the children, my sister, and my other love to sustain me. In New York, after contacting some of the ladies that I had sewn for years before, my business began to build up. Over the course of my design and life, I had 3 of my own boutiques in the exclusive area of Manhattan. They were Ann Lowe Incorporated, located at 667 Madison Avenue in the early 40s and 50s. Ann Lowe Gowns at 973 Lexington Avenue, 1955. And Ann Lowe Originals on Lexington Avenue from 1968 to my retirement in 1972. That's still an exclusive place. I was the first African American to have a shop in this very exclusive shopping area. Black was my signature color for my outfits because I never wanted to outshine my customers in my beautiful creations. During the 1940s and 50s, I went to the fashion capital of the world, Paris, France. I had the opportunity to meet Christian Dior, who admired my work. Some of my gowns had appeared in Vogue and Vanity Fair. My son Arthur became my business manager in 1953 after serving in World War II. He was much better with the financial part because my love was the design and sewing and using the best fabrics available. My most recognized design was the wedding dress for Jacqueline Bouvier, soon to be Kennedy. I had also designed a mother's wedding gown to Mr. Hugh Auchincloss. Even though the credit for Jacqueline's gown was not given to me at first, it was later that I received the credit for my creation. 10 days before the wedding, a busted pipe in my shop destroyed the Bouvier wedding gown intended to 15 bridesmaids' dresses. My sister Sally, myself, and other seamstresses worked day and night to recreate the gowns and the bridesmaids' dresses. I lost $2,200 on that commission, but I never told the family. Some people would have seen that as an incompetence on my part because of my race. In 1958, my son Arthur was killed in a car wreck. My eyesight was going bad in my right eye, and eventually it was removed due to glaucoma. After Arthur died, the IRS said that I owed $12,000 in back taxes. I was devastated. They even took my shop. An anonymous donor paid the debt for me. I believe that it was Mrs. Jacqueline Bouvier Kennedy, but she never mentioned it to me. My sister Sally and I continued to take commissions, and I went to work from Saks Fifth Avenue until I opened my last shop, Ann Lowe's Original on Lexington Avenue. My sister Sally passed in 1967. I opened my last shop from 1968 to my retirement in 1972. My daughter Ruth ran the business side, and I, along with my assistant designers and seamstresses, continued to create my beautiful designs, along with my signature flower in my designs. I was born 2 years before the turn of the 20th century. I have lived through 2 world wars, 1 and 2, the Korean conflict and the Vietnam War, the stock market crash of 1929 and the Great Depression. I've seen changes in fashion, in the fashion world, and some of the designs repeated in some form. I have lived to see some of the great social justice changes for my race. But I was truly blessed to live out my dream of creating the beautiful designs on my mind and heart. I never advertised, never. It was strictly through word of mouth that my creations were worn by the social elite of this nation. Some of those families included the Roosevelts, DuPonts, Rockefellers, Post, Kennedys, and Large. Today my creations can be seen at the Smithsonian National Museum of African American History and Culture, gift of the Black Fashion Museum, founded by Lois K. Anderson Lang. Ann Cole Lowe died on February 25, 1981 at the age of 83 at the home of her daughter Ruth in Queens, New York.